Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Big Dumb Monsters. I am Chris. And that's normally where you would hear Nick say, I am Nick. But of course, Nick's not here right now. I am in the studio by myself. So of course, you know what that means. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for another episode of The Chris Show, everybody's favorite show within a show that really isn't about anything other than just me being left alone, unattended in the studio with a running microphone. The Chris Show really serves no other purpose today than to introduce the movie that we are talking about, which is Gremlins 2. Have you heard about this, folks? Have you heard about these Gremlins? Yeah, we're talking about Gremlins 2 today. Let me stumble all over that and totally ruin the joke I just totally just made. Anyway, yeah, we're talking Gremlins 2. We screwed up after we ended up recording this episode. We got distracted by some technical issues, which seems to be happening quite a bit lately, but whatever. We think they're all in the past now. But anyway, we forgot to record this intro, which is why I am, as I said before, left unattended in a studio with a running microphone. Yeah, Gremlins 2, it's a fun movie. It's I can see how people were disappointed. It's a different movie than Gremlins 1, completely different tone, I would say, even though Gremlins 1 is still kind of comedic. But whatever, I'll leave that for you to decide. We really enjoyed it. We think it's a fun watch. And I hope you enjoy listening to us talk about Gremlins 2. And stay tuned. You know, we might have some more episodes of The Chris Show coming up. Again, everybody's favorite show within a show that only happens when I am left unattended with a running microphone. Anyway, back to Big Dumb Monsters. And again, hope you enjoy.
Are we live?
We are. The blue light says we are live.
Oh, boy.
Hopefully everything's going smoothly. We are not choppy. We are not, what was it doing last week? Like
Sucking. It was
sucking.
Reconnecting. Yeah,
reconnecting.
The internet kept dropping out on us.
Fucking. We are back up to the gold standard of technology that we'd like to be at.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. We have also added, because this show has been like on an evolution path lately that has been like,
it's been
through the roof.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
We've added yet more features.
There's still kinks.
Yeah, we could. Let's get the features out of the way now. Let's see if we can do them now. Give me. Is it smooth? Am I there? Am I there?
You're there. You look good.
Oh, let's check out what Nick looks like.
How am I?
Oh, perfect.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Back to Maine.
Excellent.
Sweet.
So hopefully we can. We've added some cameras. We can. We'll get like crazy shots. We're like a TV show now. This is fucking crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Camera 1. Camera 2.
Camera 2.
Camera 1.
Yeah.
Camera 2.
They were a little. Truth be told, shit was a little janky. I was worried it was gonna fucking.
It was last minute again.
Yeah. But I got to start the movie. Yeah. We're here. It's Saturday night. We have watched a film. Well, we've watched a movie.
Yeah. Film. Film's high standard language there.
This week we were watching Gremlins 2. We did Gremlins 1 for our Christmas special, our first Christmas special.
Yeah.
Fucking year and a... I thought I heard noise. Anyway.
You are hearing noise. It's the dog chewing on his...
I thought I heard voices.
Oh.
Yeah, like volume from somewhere. No, we did it was a year and a half ago. Fucking, that's crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah. Our first Christmas special. This one is not Christmassy, so we're just doing it. Because,
why not?
Actually, somebody suggested it. That's why we're doing it.
Oh, that's
It was in our notebook, which...
I moved it.
Yeah, it's over there somewhere. But this is one of... We've done like several Notebook movies without even realizing it.
Yeah. Well, we did a lot of stuff that was in the Notebook like before we put the Notebook out. So a lot of people were on like the same track.
Yeah,
as
but there's
us.
been a couple that we did after that too. I think Shin Godzilla came out like just after, and that was in the Notebook.
Yeah. Yep.
There was another one that we did recently that was actually in the Notebook. I'm like, oh fuck, like we did this one too already.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, we're getting your suggestions. We appreciate the suggestions.
Yeah. Anybody that wrote shit down in the Notebook at Saratoga Comic-Con,
yeah,
we're working on it.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely. We can't just all do the all request hotline.
Yeah, we're busy fucking up our tech shit here every week, and we can't be bothered with your suggestions. No, we do appreciate the suggestions.
Yeah.
You will have opportunities to give us more suggestions at Mid-Hudson Comic-Con in September,
Yep.
And then again at Saratoga in November. We're our bread and butter show.
I love that show.
It's a
I
fun
love it
show.
so much.
Yeah.
Everybody's so cool.
We're hopefully be talking with Eric Roberts. That's going to be awesome.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it.
Do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
You're what?
My thumbs.
Marvelous. This movie is fun as hell,
Yeah.
but it is like in one regard it is a step above Gremlins, and then in a lot of regards it is beneath it.
I guess it depends on what you're looking for. If you're
yeah,
looking to have fun, I think this is way more fun than Gremlins 1, which is a fun movie. Don't get me wrong, but this is like just
the chaos is just like cranked up in this one.
Yeah, it's
where
so bonkers.
The actual story it sucks. It sucks.
I attribute that, not negatively also, I'm just saying I attribute that tone to the director and the co-director, I guess. I didn't even know he was the co-director, but director Joe Dante, co-director Chuck Jones.
Yes, but
only on the animated stuff.
Only
right?
the animated stuff, yeah.
But I mean, this movie plays like a Chuck Jones cartoon.
Oh shit, yeah, it does.
Yeah, 100%. Like once I saw Chuck Jones' name on it, I'm like, that explains a whole lot about why this movie is what it is.
It really is like, it was kind of like the first live action, almost Looney Tune movie.
If you don't know who Chuck Jones is, you don't realize he's responsible probably for a good chunk of your childhood. He is the director of like hundreds of Looney Tunes cartoons.
Oh yeah.
I want to say he is even like the director of like some of the more famous ones, like Daffy vs. the Animator. I think he might be the director of.
That's very possible.
That might be Mel Blanc. I'm not sure. No,
Mel
Blanc just did the voices.
Mel Blanc just did voices.
Yeah. I was going through some of them earlier, and like some of the names were jumping out at me. I'm like, oh, I remember that one. I remember that one.
Well, the thing is, like Chuck Jones did so much of it that Cartoon Network was able to put together a Chuck Jones show.
Yeah, and not just Looney Tunes. Like he did other stuff too that was in the show.
Yeah, I mean mostly Looney Tunes because that was his bread and butter. But it's just a staggering amount of cartoons that guy was responsible for.
But yeah, I mean he
had his own style. Like you would watch one and you go, "That's a Chuck Jones."
Yeah. Oh, like the Looney Tunes era that was Chuck Jones. Just like the look and the feel. Like, oh, yep, that's when this was.
Yep.
But anyway, back to the movie. What I was going to say is I can see what you're saying. It depends what you're looking for. Like I said, if you're looking for a fun like movie, this is a step up. I would say.
Oh yeah, it's fucking bananas.
If you're looking for like a horror movie, then no, I think you're going to be very disappointed.
Yeah.
I will say though, like there are elements in this movie that are fucking horrifying when you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Like you take a step back and you almost could have done a movie with just these elements and like have it been terrifying.
Oh yeah. All the genetic stuff?
Yeah, like the bat exactly. The bat gremlin, like that whole sequence.
The spider one.
The spider gremlin.
Yeah.
And like the electricity gremlin.
Yeah.
Like have like those three, just take the comedy out of that concept, and that is fucking frightening.
Yeah, the bat gremlin, it set my little goth heart aflutter. It's like, I love it. But yeah, like I think it suffers from 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
Yeah,
it really does. Like, because they overdo a lot, and I understand where they're like it's self-referential and it's mocking media and entertainment and stuff like that. The first one did that too. But this one is so over the top with it. Like, it's so
to the
self-referential.
Point where we're seeing a scene set during the playing of the movie that we're watching, presumably in a theater.
Yeah.
Like, like it's supposed to be happening in the theater while you're watching this movie.
Yeah.
Like,
well, there's 2 cuts of that. There's one for the theater, And then there's one that we saw, which is the VCR based one.
Yeah, I saw the John Wayne one when I was a kid. The first time I saw this.
That's a theatrical one.
Yeah, and I remember like when I watched it on HBO, like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? Like,
That's fucking Hulk Hogan.
yeah,
That's
like
what that is.
Hulk Hogan, like, yeah. I will say the John Wayne one was so much better.
Was it? I don't think I've ever seen. Well, actually, I must have seen the John Wayne one because I did like as a kid. I saw this in the drive-in.
Yeah, it was like the older, fatter John Wayne. I forget what movie it's from, but he's wearing like
Chisholm.
Okay, yeah. And he's in like a shootout with the Gremlins. Like, the Gremlins are all like dressed up in like Western fucking gear, like all dressed up like cowboys and shit.
No, it's
like,
fantastic.
It was awesome, and like it's not. It's so much better, I think, than the Hulk Hogan one because he just like, does the wrestling speak.
He Hulk Hogan's.
Yeah, and that's about it. Like whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
But think about a little kid in 1990. Who are they going to be more pumped for?
Yeah, definitely Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this. Like, there are so many like Warner Brothers references. Like, not even like Warner Brothers cartoons, just Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
You know,
Batman.
you see this. Yeah. You see the fucking emblem everywhere in this movie. But then it rehashes a bunch of Gremlins, which I don't know if they're going for like a greatest hits thing. Like, hey, you remember this one? Because the Flasher was back, the girl one was back.
Was the girl one in the first one?
Yeah.
I don't remember the girl one in the
she
first
was.
one.
Yep.
I noticed. I think that they're reusing some of the puppets too, because like the brainy Gremlin looks a lot like the Gremlin that goes into the paper shredder in Clamp's office. Like almost
probably.
identical.
I mean, they had like hundreds of Gremlins, so I mean, why not reuse some of them? Because whatever. I really like. What the hell do they call what was his name? The really, really dumb one with the bug eyes.
I don't know. They had
Daffy. They called him Daffy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, because they're the like 4 or 5 original ones that are in this each have a name.
Okay.
There's Daffy, Lenny, which is the one with buck teeth.
Yeah.
Who was the other character?
There's the one with
George.
Okay.
So those are the guys from
the first movie.
No.
They had like the first
Lenny and George from
Mice and Men. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
thought you meant like
them.
they were the same like type of Gremlins that spawned like in that first batch in the first movie.
Oh no. The
Yeah.
only one that's like really reminiscent from that is Mohawk,
Yeah.
which is fucking Stripe, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. The main bad guy always has to have a mohawk for some reason.
I like the look of the one that becomes the spider one, where he has like the fin, the spiny fin instead. Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
There were great special effects, and like this is just as nasty and gross, and in a lot of places dark as the original.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is overshadowed by the goofy.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, like if you isolate the comedy and just take those like the genetic concept out, like that is fucking frightening. You have a solid horror movie in there.
Yeah. I mean, even before the genetic splicing stuff, what the just like regular ass Gremlins are doing, classic Gremlin stuff.
Yeah.
And it's cool because like they're so menacing for something that is that small. They're so menacing and evil.
See, I was thinking about that, like when Marla and what's her name, Katie, is that her name, Kate? I think it's something like that. When they're like it's facing off with the spider gremlin, I'm like, I would fuck up that spider gremlin, like,
oh yeah,
because like its body is probably the size of a dog, like it's got the big legs, which makes it look a lot bigger than it probably is.
Yeah,
like I would start breaking legs on that motherfucker, like left and right, like
yeah,
fucking dropping like an atomic leg drop on him, like.
It's fucking
hit
him with the elbow. Oh my god. Oh, she is just insufferable. His boss here, I forget what the hell her name is.
Marla Bloodstone.
Yeah, that's a fucking name.
That is a comic book character name if I've ever heard one. I mean, the Bloodstones are in Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
I did not realize that she is the. Is it the older sister? The girl that has liberties taken with her in fucking 16 Candles.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I did not realize that. Yeah. She's blonde in that movie.
Oh. Well, that would be the second 16 Candles appearance then.
Yes. Yeah, there is another one. Yeah.
What was his name there? You know, the guy with the photography.
The not at all racist
No,
character.
not at all. No. Not a specific tourist stereotype at all.
From a certain country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of that certain country, we got to mention the trailer that came out this week.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we'll save it for the crap. We'll try to save it for the crap show. We'll try to remember talking about it.
Oh, believe me.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Excellent.
Was that
what else?
Robert Picardo?
Yeah, I was gonna say the another thing they really overdid in this movie is the level of like character actors that are in this movie. Like you've got Robert Picardo, you've got what's his name, the guy who plays Clamp, John Glover.
Yeah.
The guy who plays the fucking Dracula guy, he's like another character actor.
Yeah. I love that character.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't want to do this at all kind of guy. Like fucking A. I want to do the news. Here I am dressed as Dracula.
Yeah, dressed as Dracula doing his
horror
serious news.
Oh yeah, when he's doing like actual news reporting dressed as Dracula. Pretty fucking funny.
Why is there a guy dressed like Dracula on my news now?
Yeah, I don't know. Just like the evil billionaire thing that is going on in this corporation is just
to be
crazy.
fair, at this point, if we're paralleling, actual events.
Yeah.
To be fair, the billionaire character at this point still a joke. Still just a tabloid like laughingstock.
Yeah.
Hasn't gotten into politics and isn't trying to derail democracy.
Yeah. Well, actually, that guy in this movie is really not a bad guy.
Yeah, no, he's trying to do the right thing.
He seems like
he's just a pompous ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just a narcissist. But then you've got Picardo, who's like basically his
slimy henchman. Yeah.
He looks like sleaze, you know.
I love like after he's like trapped up on the top floor with the female gremlin, and he's talking to Clamp on the phone. He's like, take some time off,
Yeah, half a day.
half a day. Yeah, as soon as the building's up and running.
Yeah. Yeah, I could use a half a day off.
That sounds good, sir. Half a day off. Yeah. I want to see this movie, Attack of the Octopus People.
Yeah.
I want to say they did that. Whatever this movie is, they did on like Mystery Science Theater at one point.
That's what he calls it.
Yeah.
It's got a different name.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I can't remember. And that movie's only from the 70s.
Yeah.
I think it was like 71. It looks like dog shit from the 50s.
Yeah, I just want to see the fucking tentacle man. Fucking...
Yeah. I got to tell you though, I really want horror host television back. I really, really want it. Joe Bob is fucking killing it.
Yeah, we're doing our own, like, we're not quite horror hosts. We're doing our own thing. Like,
Yeah.
we're trying to get into that vibe, though,
Yeah, like, Joe Bob is killing it. I think Sven Ghoulie is still, like, shambling his ass in front of a fucking camera.
I will
But, like, you can't even find that anywhere. It's not like fucking Me TV.
Yeah, because, like, it was such a local, like, thing. There were just, like, dozens of these people across the country.
Yeah.
Fucking host, every town had, like, a guy hosting the horror. Like that SCTV sketch who did the fucking weather,
Yeah.
the rest of the week,
Yeah.
I do wish there was more of that, man. I've always talked about how I grew up on fucking Morgus the Magnificent.
Yeah.
I would love to see more of that type of stuff.
It would be awesome, but we don't get it. Because the thing is, it's so niche, and because you've got so many options now, like, nobody's going to choose to watch that shit. Like, you used to watch it because you had limited options.
Yeah.
It was like you were either watching this or the news or the test screen on a dead channel.
Yeah, because it's like late night. There's nothing else on. And, this is a weird ass movie. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, but you don't have that anymore. And I think it's like nobody is charismatic enough to really pull it off for regular television. I mean, like I said, you've got Joe Bob, but Joe Bob is streaming. Joe Bob is definitely not for everybody.
I was gonna say I love that show. I hate being like a follower of the social media because every week every Friday it's just like right after as soon as the show starts it's people complaining like fucking this movie sucks. Like I guess they did an animated show like 2 weeks ago like
they
people
did
complaining about that.
I just found out that they started like a second half of the last season. I thought they just ran a short season.
Yeah, no.
No, they did a half, took a break, and then started the second half. So I canceled my fucking AMC Plus membership after
Not
it.
realizing,
It's
yeah.
like, fuck. Yeah, they did Perfect Blue as like their season finale, I think it was. And, like, that's a fucking great movie.
They did Mad God too. Like, I know people were pissed off about that.
I don't know why people watch that and go like, he's gonna show an excellent fucking movie.
Yeah, no, it's gonna show trash. Like, this is what the show is about. Like, watching
you will
trash.
get a great fucking movie, but it's 90% trash.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be. It's the drive-in. Like, it's in the rules.
Yeah.
Fucking
like,
Christopher Lee. How great is he?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I love his character in this.
Yeah. Just
I
fucking
was-
blows it. Yeah. Sneezes and blows her nose.
Yeah,
Can I have that?
Yeah. I'm supposed to get the flu this week. I've already got rabies. I saw a great Christopher Lee meme the other day. I almost shared it with the group, and I didn't. But it was like, it was like like Anakin and like Padme, like, you know, template meme with the 4 panels of their faces,
Yeah.
and like the first one, it says like, you know, Christopher Lee, and it's Anakin is like, you know, people don't scream when they you know, when they get stabbed, and then like, you know, it's the Padme face like saying like, you know, oh, you know that from being in movies, right? And like it's just
Right?
the Anakin face is just silent.
Christopher Lee was a bad man, apparently.
He's one of the, you know, models for James Bond. Fucking
Yeah. And that's the thing is like, I'm sure to a degree some of his stories are real.
yeah.
But I bet you a lot of it is embellished. Like a lot.
Whatever. He's dead now. When he was still alive at his age, I wouldn't have challenged him on it because
No.
I'm not sure he couldn't have taken me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to get stabbed.
Yeah. He's 90 something. I'm still afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to tell you though, as cool as it is that he put out a power metal album, couple of power metal albums, they were bad. They were trash.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's just like him talking over like
More or less.
Yeah, over
it was
like
like
music.
spoken word over power metal instruments.
Ugh,
Yeah.
whatever. He's Saruman. Come on.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn. Did you ever wonder as a kid and now as an adult why all the Mogwais that come out of Gizmo are fucking evil?
Yeah. Yeah. Why aren't there any good ones? Like,
Yeah, like there's never one that's like Gizmo. They're all shitheads.
I've also, like, this is maybe a little bit dark, but whatever. I may be a little bit screwed up. Like, why none of these gremlins have ever, like, tried to force feed him after midnight? Like, to see what would happen, like, when Gizmo turns into a gremlin?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Like, would he retain some of his, like... Excuse me. Would he retain some of his, like, innocence and be, like, a nice, maybe just, like, kind of goofy
Yeah.
gremlin? Or would he be a fucking shitbag like the rest of them? I don't know.
This side note, this whole show, Donner's just been under the table instead of in his chair.
Yeah.
Gnawing on a pig ear.
Maybe that's the trick. Is that the secret?
Not
Maybe.
audible though.
Yeah.
It's been completely silent.
When
Yeah.
we stop talking, we can hear it. It's probably not on mic, but you just hear, like, crunch.
Right.
Crunch.
Mhm.
Crunch.
Whatever. He's being a good boy.
Yeah.
Is that guy in your IMDb?
He is not.
The delivery guy?
Yeah.
Is that the dude from Breaking Bad? Like the first major drug dealer guy?
Oh, Tuco?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. Let's see if we
fucking
can
looks like
find
him.
out. Yeah, let's see if we can find out.
Yeah, we're going to do that right now.
I don't want top cast. I want, like, all cast.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we need. I don't remember his damn name.
Hey, I'm just looking for, like, messenger.
Oh, yeah. That's probably a good way to do it.
Manager.
No.
Chat's off the rails. by the
Messenger.
way. Just throwing it out.
I think that is him. Good call, man.
Yeah.
Chat's off the rails.
Why?
Oh yeah, we're all chatting. We're having a great time.
Who's in
Joe
there?
Bob is the only way to watch Howling 3 and finish the movie. Which I said is the resident werewolf aficionado. That's fair.
all right.
Who said that?
A new follower, Bad Gray Matter.
Oh,
That's Rob.
it's Rob. Yeah.
Hi, Rob.
And thank you for following.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And then we have Frank Weller Wonder Hour, who commented for the first time. It was just saying,
Frank Welker Wonderwear. We follow them on Instagram and like Threads.
Well, they're here and they want to talk about the Gremlins. Very clear.
Gremlins. Yeah.
Gremlins. We need to talk about wrestling and Gremlins. Well, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for checking out the show.
Yeah. Wrestling. Hard times, Daddy.
It's like butterscotch and blue cheese. I fucking love Dusty Rhodes. We're about to follow into a Dusty Rhodes hole, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
There was just a picture on the no context Dusty Instagram the other day that literally was no context, no fucking text or anything. Just like him in a Speedo, like on a lounger, just fucking like, yeah. I think he even had a beer, like, yeah.
Of course he did. No drugs in his body. Maybe just a little bit of whiskey. Heart and soul. American dream. Son of a plumber.
Oh.
Look at that shitty red toolbox that everybody's grandpa had.
You were assigned that toolbox if you were like an immigrant from Europe in the 30s. Like.
Yep. Here's your pasta-based name. Here's your red toolbox.
But oh yeah, as we were saying, that is Raymond Cruz from Breaking Bad, Tuco Salamanca, and Under Siege,
Jesus.
Training Day. I was just watching that a little earlier.
Great movie.
Really?
Yeah, I know you like to get wet.
Angel dust, baby.
Alien Resurrection.
Yeah.
He was in Mayans. Oh, good for him. Yeah, this dude's been in a lot of fucking movies.
Yeah. No shit.
But yeah, we're gonna go back to the main IMDb page for the
Yes.
movie.
Yes, we will. How goddamn cute is Gizmo? Jesus Christ.
Unrelated, you know they're bringing back Furby.
Are they really?
I mean, that's fairly related. They made a Gizmo Furby.
They did, yeah. Did you ever play the Gremlins 2 Nintendo game back in the day?
I did not.
It was fucking awesome.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like an unbelievably good Nintendo game.
Yeah.
It was like a platformer, like kind of like an overhead, like 3/4 view, where you're Gizmo and like you're going through the building, like just defeating gremlins. Like there's when they turn up the air conditioning, there's like an ice level, there's like a fire level, like there's a
Oh shit.
you fight like the vegetable gremlin, you fight the electric gremlin, like and you get like different kinds of weapons. Like I remember one of them was like a matchstick that like lets you shoot fireballs. The best weapon was the bow and arrow with the paperclip and the rubber band and the pencil.
Yeah.
That one
When he's
was
in
awesome.
Rambo mode.
Yeah, you can get exploding arrows.
How
Yeah.
fucking awesome is that? Like, okay, first of all,
Survive war. You got to become war.
again, why is Rambo being targeted to children?
That
Again,
was just a general like thing in the 80s
it's just
of
like
like
nobody cared.
yeah, R-rated movies with toy lines targeted to children.
Yeah.
Aliens, fucking
Aliens, RoboCop,
RoboCop,
fucking
Rambo.
RoboCop.
Platoon had a Nintendo game.
Yes,
for
it did,
Christ's sake.
and
Yeah.
it was bad. Have you ever played it?
No.
Dude, it sucks. It sucks dick.
That's a movie I haven't seen in a very long time. A fucking awesome movie.
Yeah. The amount of stars that are in that, like, before they became
Unbelievable.
huge,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Oh boy. How long are we into the show here?
You are 31 minutes.
Oh, we can definitely throw some ratings on then.
We can.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
I don't want it to roll.
Go
Yeah,
wild.
Don't rush it.
derail the conversation.
Just let it ride, baby.
Any more comments to catch up with?
Let's see. I was told I have to cue card you guys. I mentioned so Rob is only recently followed because he finally got his account for the first time.
All
Why
right.
am I not putting a cam on myself?
Yeah. It's almost like somebody went to
I
the trouble
have a
of setting
cam,
that all up.
So I said that's okay. I controlled the chat for the whole show, and Rowan said you could say anything.
You can.
I said it's intoxicating.
I'm drunk with power.
Yes, literally. Yeah, and so then Rob asked me to turn the volume up because they're having trouble hearing, and I was like, all right, I can. It's
Hearing us?
deafening for me. Yeah. So the sacrifice I'm making is my hearing for the audience.
You can turn your
thank you for
headphones
that.
down.
Or
They
you
don't need to know that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Whatever.
deafening to me. So
He's
that they can hear.
producing. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
They need to know. what I had to do to make it possible for them.
You need to know that there's pieces of equipment that I bought specifically to
the
control
equipment that I used to turn it up for them? Yes, I know.
Yeah, and then the one on the
I
top will turn the
know.
volume down. Okay. Okay.
Can I just make it seem like I'm making a big sacrifice or something?
No, not here. You can't.
There's no altruism on this
No.
fucking podcast. No.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Put
Art
your
cam off.
put your martyrism away.
Back in the corner.
You guys got me in trouble. That's what.
You cool with sitting in that chair? Or you want me to get you a cross? Like,
Do they have that? Can we do that?
We have to get Swing Low, Sweet Chariot back to one of the buttons.
days never ending. Monsters got me working.
Oh, Lord. No,
Go
thank you, Arthur, for your sacrifice. We,
Yeah, we
we
appreciate it.
appreciate that.
Appreciate you. We appreciate not having to do that
yeah.
ourselves.
What else is there to say about this movie? It's fun.
It is
It's
fun.
a living cartoon. Like,
It really is.
yeah.
I just don't like how just like meta and up its own ass it is. Like,
Yeah, I
It's
could
too
do.
much.
I do a little less of that.
yeah.
The whole Hulk Hogan sequence, it doesn't need to be. I don't think at all. Like,
They could take it out for a digital streaming version
Yeah.
on a VHS or in the theater. I get it because you're just doing something different and trying to be more entertaining. It doesn't make sense for anybody now.
yeah, I do and don't like that they did the callback to Phoebe Cates' speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really on the fence about it. I think it's funny.
Yeah, I don't like that they had her do like something similar.
Yeah.
But I do like that they're like, okay,
Yeah.
like they just made it like a joke.
It's
Basically.
like the darkest part of any movie in the fucking 80s.
Yeah, this one's like just weird and like she basically gets flashed by Abraham Lincoln. Like,
Hey, fucking Gomez Adams.
I was gonna say, is that
goddamn-
John? I didn't notice that until today. Is that John Aston for
Fucking
Christ's
A,
sake?
it is,
Yeah,
yeah.
The '60s Batman Riddler. Come on.
Yeah.
That one that isn't Frank Gorshin anyway.
Fucking Gomez Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean Astin's stepdad, I think.
I thought it was his real dad.
I don't know. I heard stepdad, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, all right.
It don't matter. None
Yeah.
of it matters.
What else? What else?
I don't know. Yeah, we can rate it. Oh man, it's a 7.5. I'd say 7.5.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, like I think if you can, I mean, if you're a horror fan, I can see why you're going to be upset at this. I said that earlier because it's a very different tone than the first movie, where like that movie had funny parts to it, but it wasn't as like meta a comedy as this is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this movie's fun as hell. It's just enjoyable. Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. I'm gonna go maybe like. No, I'm gonna go 7.5 because like there's really like nothing.
It's like the sweet spot.
Like I'm trying to think of things I ding it on. Like you're right. Like it gets too meta. The effects, man,
They're great.
Yeah, top notch. Even for today, like you don't get effects as good as this.
Well, no, because it's all mostly real.
Practical,
There was a little bit of CGI in
The
this.
stuff, yeah, the stuff. Granted, like the stuff that isn't like practical looks a little wonky. Like
Yeah.
like fucking Gizmo, like walking on his own, like always
Yeah.
looks a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, it's
yeah,
great.
I mean, like
Creature designs were fun.
yeah,
That's the thing though. Is like it is kind of a scary movie that you can watch with your kids and not really feel like it's too much for them, and it's good starter horror for young kids,
yeah,
especially when you see like Mohawk, the really fucking gnarly Mogwai, like it's just unsettling enough for it to be like getting that point across without scarring the shit out of your kids.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right,
Yeah. So you ready for some IMDb trivia?
let's do some trivia.
All right. There was quite a bit of trivia on this one, but I was able to parse out some nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch
Some
to the
nugs.
mid cam.
Oh, look at that.
Hey,
Technology, baby.
technology.
Huh?
All right. You can see me play on my phone while I try to get this stuff up here.
Oh, that was going to happen no matter what camera we used.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See our pretty bare snack shelf in the background.
it is barren.
I have thoughts on that for next week.
Yeah. Got a can of Goya garbanzo beans if you want, though. Yeah.
We can watch the beer fridge, is what Rob said.
Fridge cam?
Make some dynamite fucking hummus with that shit. Trust me.
Fridge cam.
Oh yeah, the beer cam. Just watch it slowly drain throughout the show. Like,
All right.
Womp womp. Nick Cam froze. Going back to Maine.
oh,
No.
there it is. It's
Hey,
We lasted 17 seconds.
it's fine. It's fine.
back. All right, folks. Before we get to the trivia segment of the podcast, we want to take a second to tell you about our friends over at Newsly. Newsly is an all-in-one super app for iOS and Android. It picks up the most trending articles on the web and topics that you choose at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice.
That's right. For the first time ever, the entire web becomes listenable all in one place.
You can browse articles from topics that you choose and start playing, stop scrolling, and start listening to the web.
You can follow any topic as specific as you like, from sports, tech, business, science, Bitcoin, or even the Cardassians from Star Trek. It will find you the latest articles and read them to you aloud.
It gets Star Trek specific. You can get
Yes.
right down to it.
Yep.
They even have podcasts as well, believe it or not. You can explore trending podcasts from over 80 different countries. I will let you in on a little bit of a secret. You're going to find the Big Dumb Monsters podcast there as well. I actually have been using this. I've been using Newsly to actually listen to the podcast lately.
Have you really?
Yes, I have. Believe it or not, I have. They even have digital radio at Newsly.
You can download and use Newsly for free now at www.newsly.me and use the promo code DUMBM and you will get a 1-month free premium subscription.
So check them out. Head over to newsly.me and tell them, you know what? Tell them the Big Dumb Monster sent you.
Yeah, do the thing.
And now, back to the trivia.
Okay. The uplifting end of the world's video scene was included by the filmmakers when they found out that one of the news networks actually had a video prepared to run in case of the end of the world.
Yeah, it's a CNN thing. I believe.
CNN has a video for this purpose in its archives, and its staff are instructed to hold the video for release until the end of the world is confirmed. I really, really want to see it.
Yeah.
Somebody at CNN leak that, please. The opening aerial shot of New York City was stock footage from, I'm going to give you a guess, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right about that. That was like 88, so this is like 1990. Yeah.
Yeah. They just went, yoink. We paid for that helicopter once.
I will say I got like a little nostalgic for like 80s New York, man. Like 80s Times Square, like a little bit of danger and everything.
Little?
Yeah. Although I will say New York getting back to there a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's well, because I think all the cupcake shops are moving into like the ghetto. So they're pushing the ghetto back.
Yeah, everybody's moving to Brooklyn. Yeah, now
Yeah.
Manhattan's going down the tubes again.
Unlike the PG-rated predecessor, the Motion Picture Association of America rated this movie PG-13. Gremlins from 1984 is one of the movies that helped create the PG-13 rating, as it was too violent to be PG, but not violent enough for the R rating.
Yeah, that is true.
In the original script, Randall Peltzer was to return after the Gremlins were killed in the end and give Gizmo his newest invention, a wetsuit-like thing that would prevent Gizmo from getting wet again, therefore preventing any sort of gremlin problems in the future, provided it never ate after midnight. The scene was all set to shoot, but Hoyt Axton was available to shoot the scene. But the filmmakers figured out that the movie was already running too long, and they'd never used the scene anyway, so it was never shot. And I got to agree, the movie does run a little long.
Yeah, I was surprised because when I was getting ready to watch this, I'm like, oh, this is going to be no more than like 90, 95 minutes.
Yeah.
It's fucking $1.50, man. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It doesn't feel like a slog. Like
No,
I'm not
yeah.
like Jesus Christ, let it be over. It's not like a multiple ending kind of movie.
There's definitely stuff you could trim and cut out, though, for
Yeah.
sure. Oh, look, Fireworks guy is back.
Fireworks asshole.
Yeah, luckily
you know what?
Donna's exhausted from running around all day.
Preoccupied.
Yeah. He's got a pig ear. He was running around at a dog party all day, all afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, for like an hour. That's all afternoon.
Yeah. When Sir Christopher Lee was cast in the movie, one of the first things he did was apologize to director Joe Dante for appearing in Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry.
It's stupid. I hate those movies.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Howling movies. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know. The character of Grandpa Fred was based on Al Lewis's character, Grandpa Munster, in the television series The Munsters. In the 1980s, Lewis, as Grandpa Munster, hosted a show on TBS called Super Scary Saturday, where he would show old monster movies just as Fred does in the movie.
I did not know that.
I did not either, and I wish I saw it.
Grandpa Al Lewis, man, fucking. You ever hear, like, he was at a Howard Stern rally. There's an audio clip of him saying, fuck the FCC.
Yeah.
It's us.
Yeah.
It's Grandpa Munster.
Yeah.
Fuck the FCC. Like,
Yeah, that would have been back when he was doing, what the fuck show was it? He was on a TV show in the 90s, right? Like, it was,
probably.
I think it ran against Boston Legal or something. Like, it was like based in a school or something. I think he was a teacher.
Maybe.
What the fuck was it? God damn it. I hate everything.
Anyway, God bless that pig ear, man.
Yeah.
These fireworks are going off. He hasn't made a sound.
Yeah. I'm going to go kill that guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill him with
Again,
violence.
I
It
hate
doesn't
you.
come through on the recording.
Yeah.
Just to be
Good.
clear.
Yeah, I hate you, fireworks guy.
Yeah.
I fucking
you're
hate you.
a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Most of the scenes where Gizmo or the other Mogwai are on their own were filmed with double scale puppets.
Yeah, I could see that because there's like the close-up scenes where things you can tell are definitely larger than they should be. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big Mogwai puppet.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
Moving on. The original version of the movie was longer, but executive producer Steven Spielberg, after the first screening, claimed that there were too many gremlins and several scenes were cut as a result. So this is a shorter movie than intended.
See, like, I don't know. I could use more Gremlins. I could definitely use a shorter movie, though. Like, yeah, I don't know.
You know what I could have used? I could have used more of the smart gremlin scheming.
Yeah, because he really only has maybe like 3, maybe 4 scenes where he's actually like talking and doing stuff.
Yeah. If they showed him like plotting and going like, okay, we need to do this, we need to do that. Like that would have been cool and fun. But so I think he was a little underused and like the trade-off was you got more of the human drama, which is fine.
Again, yeah,
But,
nobody
like,
wants everybody's here for the Gremlins. Like,
yeah.
Rob points out the whole point of the movie is that there should be too many gremlins, and this is a man that only put a few minutes of shark in his shark movie.
That's true.
So,
yeah, you don't see
maybe
a
he
shark
wasn't the
for an
right one to
hour into
make
the movie.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I said, yes, the second half of the movie should contain roughly 0 humans.
Yeah, but the thing is, the gremlin puppets worked.
that is also true. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Where are we? When this movie made its debut on home video, the filmmakers altered the film breaking scene to make it seem as if the VCR had broken. And this time, John Wayne forces the Gremlins to continue the movie, although voice impersonation was needed since Wayne had been dead since 1979. Wayne's son, Michael Wayne, recommended Chad Everett for the voice. Notably, a clip from Falling Hair features Bugs Bunny in a different cartoon gremlin appears in this film. So that's a lot of words.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
So did you know John Wayne's grandson is one of the body guys for the Mandalorian?
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean the body guys?
Because fucking what's his name does the voice. Pedro Pascal is mostly just the voice.
Oh, he's not actually on.
He's mostly he's like almost never in the suit.
Oh shit.
So it's one of two guys. One guy, I think his name's Lateef Crowder. The other guy is John Wayne's grandson.
That's badass.
Yeah, so that's why he really has that that swagger down, you know.
He's got that narrow hip walk.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Let's see. The scene where Gizmo dances to "I'm Ready" by Fats Domino was originally supposed to feature "Dancing with Myself" by Billy Idol. The filmmakers were unable to get permission to use the Idol song, so they found another song with the same beat.
No fucking way is my song gonna be in that movie.
By 90,
yeah,
he would have let it go.
Well, this is like Cradle of Love, so he's probably riding high off that, oh, I'm back on MTV, mate. Nobody talks to Billy Idol that way. I love that line in The Wedding Singer.
Oh man! All right, this is gonna be our last IMDb trivia fact for the evening. Tim Curry was considered for the voice of the Brain Gremlin, and that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen that. But again, they would have needed to flesh that role out more for sure.
Yeah.
Because
you can't just give Tim Curry 2 fucking scenes.
Yeah,
you crazy.
Let him fucking chew the scenery up a little
Chew
bit.
it.
Yeah.
I love that the ad we have on IMDb is age appropriate.
Yeah, it's for diapers, adult diapers.
For adult diapers. What the
Neither
hell?
of these people would be wearing diapers in real life either. I'm sorry. They have these models on the
What the hell was that commercial that we kept getting on Tubi? Oh my god, it was like a fucking piss bucket or something.
Yeah, it was a piss bucket. Yeah.
Like a survival bunker piss bucket?
It was it wasn't like a catheter type of thing, but it was something like
Yeah. It was like a piss trough.
Yeah, it was like a piss bucket.
It was like, don't get out of your chair.
I don't forget what movie that was for, but the ad kept popping
hilarious.
up. Here's your piss trough.
Can I get Surly Duff?
Oh yeah, absolutely. How did I outpace you? What the fuck, man?
You're a raging alcoholic, whereas I'm
yeah.
just a normal one.
We will move on to the better known as segment of the show, and of course start off with director Joe Dante. As the kids say these days, the man has some fucking bangers under his belt.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about him twice before.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna go too deep into it because we have talked about him before. Lately, it looks like he's doing a lot of TV directing. Hawaii Five-0, MacGyver, Legends of Tomorrow, CSI, Masters of Horror. He's got 2 episodes. We mentioned Looney Tunes Back in Action last week. He directed that.
Yeah.
I need to see that just because I keep hearing that it's actually a good movie, but you said it's not.
When I saw it, I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it is good and I wasn't in the right headspace for it, but I remember distinctly thinking it sucked ass.
Yeah. That movie is 20 years old somehow. He also directed Small Soldiers, which is 25 years old.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Saw
Small
that.
Soldiers, not only a good movie, also gave us the rodeo cheeseburger from Burger King.
Did it really?
That was a Small Soldiers tie-in. Yeah.
Huh. I do love those.
They are fucking delicious. Yeah.
I had Burger King for lunch today.
Oh man, it's been a while. I could go for a Whopper right now. A little hungry. Anyway.
Don't get the fiery nuggets.
Yeah.
They're weird.
Same thing at McDonald's. I'm not a fan of the spicy chicken nuggets.
Well, the spicy chicken nuggets that Burger King had a couple years ago,
Yeah.
were fucking awesome. Whatever they're doing to them now, there's a weird it's spicy, but it's also sweet.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I ate 3 of them. I was like, I'm done with this.
The McDonald's ones, it's a case of you're just adding spice for the sake of adding spice. There's no actual flavor to the spice.
Oh, no. The old style Burger King ones were fucking nice.
Oh man. Yeah, no. I like spicy when there's flavor to it.
Yeah.
I don't want spice just for the sake of spice.
Uh-huh.
My spice and weirdness policy, weirdly enough, the same. I don't like weird for the sake of weird. Yeah.
So strange.
I hear Donna running around. He's coming this way.
He's a-coming.
What are you doing, buddy? Go lay in your chair. Anyway, he directed the movie Matinee in 1993 with John Goodman. That's actually a really good movie. Did not see that up until like maybe within the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Really, really good movie. Of course, he directed this. He directed 5 episodes of Erie, Indiana, which was an NBC show.
I never actually watched that.
Yeah, I never got into that when it was on. Like, I people have like an affinity for it. I hear people like
It's a
see people talk about it online.
it's a
quite bit.
spooky kid thing.
Yeah. Like if you watch like Goosebumps or whatever when you were a kid, like it's that type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
He directed The Burbs with Tom Hanks in 1989. Another fucking 80s classic, Inner Space, 1987. He directed the first Gremlins, of course. He directed 2 episodes of Police Squad, which is very near and dear to my heart. If you don't know what that is the TV show that The Naked Gun was based on.
If you know the show at all, you know that we love The Naked Gun.
Yeah. We're not. I promise you, we will not go into a Naked Gun clip hole right now. Although I very well could.
Yeah.
He directed The Howling, which we mentioned a little while ago, as not a movie
One of
we
the
enjoy.
best movies.
Yeah, Arthur's a fan. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not good.
He's the uncredited director of Rock and Roll High School in 1979.
This movie is so bad.
So bad, but god damn it, I love it.
I love it.
Yeah. Hey, anybody want to order some pizza? Fucking Ramones, like.
Fucking Joey Ramone.
Ah,
He's the weirdest looking human.
yeah. Like Punk Nosferatu, I guess is the only like way you can describe him. Like,
Yeah,
That sounds amazing.
Fairly accurate.
no, it sounds. You think it would be amazing, but it's not. It's like the worst like qualities of each one. Like,
Oh, dear.
yeah.
Erie, Indiana has been described as Baby X-Files, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I
I'm
could
trying
definitely
to
see
clarify,
that.
Is that the predecessor or like for children?
That would have been the predecessor
Like-
because it was 91.
Yeah, no, like X-Files for like teens, because I think it was about like a kid who was like investigating weird shit where he lived in
yeah,
Indiana.
so yeah, both predecessor and for children. It's
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
premise, but for kids. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
He also directed Piranha in 1978, and his first film was Hollywood Boulevard in 1976.
Oh.
We mentioned Chuck Jones earlier in the show, a legend, to say the very least, in the
Animation Nation.
animation world. Pardon me. I mean, like you literally can't go through all these because he has 380 directing credits.
Yeah.
But I mean, just legendary Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies cartoons.
Yeah, I think he did a lot of the Marvin the Martian stuff.
Yeah, he did like the one where it's like Bugs Bunny and the vampire. You're like, I am a
Oh, yeah.
vampire. I am an umpire. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he directed Daffy Duck's Quackbusters. I loved that when I was a kid.
Oh, that was fun.
That's got that song from Mel Torme, Monsters Lead Such Interesting Lives. Yeah, I mean, just all those like 80s like Looney Tunes movies. Daffy Duck's Fantasy Island, I watched that a lot when I was a kid too. Duck Dodgers.
Yeah. Oh, those are in the 24th and a half century.
Yeah. Bugs Bunny in space. Yeah, I like the man is a fucking legend.
Oh, he directed Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Ricky Tikki Tavi. I remember reading that a lot when I was a kid in the library.
I think I read it once, but I watched the cartoon like a fuckload as a kid.
I honestly did not want to go into like his credits, but there's so much to like
Yeah.
to dig into the Roadrunner show. Like like a lot of the Roadrunner Coyote stuff is him too, I believe.
Yeah.
Porky Pig show.
It's ridiculous. Like an absurd amount of cartoons.
Yeah, Transylvania 65000. That's the one with the Bugs Bunny and the vampire. Which is like there's like a bunch of sound clips from that in the Gorillaz' first album.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We'll move on to our star, Zach Galligan. We talked about him when we did the first Gremlins movie. He really probably is best well known for being Billy from the Gremlins movies.
Yeah.
He's in the first 2 Waxwork movies from the 80s.
Well, he's in the Gremlins cartoon.
Yeah, the one that just came out.
Yeah.
A couple of the people actually are who do voices in that cartoon that just came out.
Oh, really?
He does. What's her name? Does Marla does also? Marla. I forget what her name is, but we'll get there. Luckily,
it's yeah.
yeah.
It's right there.
Let's see, anything else worth mentioning? Probably
Hatchet
not.
3.
Hatchet 3. I've never seen any of those Hatchet movies.
They're not that great.
Yeah.
I love Kane Hodder. Like, I love him to death, but Jesus Christ, those are not good.
I hear Art laughing back there, so chat's got to be good.
Yeah.
We're just talking about the comparison of 380 credits to your name in any field is impressive, and it'd be sad if you weren't number one. And I compared it to serial murder. I was like, at some point you stop counting. There's probably more. We just don't know.
Oh, man.
The highest count that I can think of is probably, what the fuck's his name?
H.H. Holmes?
No, Gary
For sure,
Ridgway.
talking about not directing.
Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer.
Yeah.
His count was up in the 80s.
No shit.
Yeah. That offhand, that's the highest one I can think of.
All right. Anyway, he was in an episode of Pacific Blue, which is a classic USA TV show.
Fucking A. Bike Cops.
Bike Cops, yeah. He was in one of the Warlock sequels, Warlock the Armageddon.
He's still missing. They
They
found
finally
his
found
body.
his body, yeah.
No,
yeah.
they found a body. It wasn't his.
No, that they confirmed it was him.
Just
Yeah,
recently?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
last week or something, I saw
They
his
found a
son.
body, but it wasn't his.
No, they confirmed that it was him.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It was very sad for
Yeah, no, like...
Julian Sands fans.
He was in an episode of Tales from the Crypt. There's a couple people who are in episodes of Tales from the Crypt. This is a first for us. None of them have been in episodes that have come up before.
Really?
Yeah. All of them involve like people cheating on their wives or husbands, though.
Well, yeah, it's Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see. What one was he in?
Tales from the Crypt, realistically, is Murdered Because of Adultery, the television show.
Yeah. Strung. This is an aging puppeteer suspects his much younger wife has a lover. I don't remember that one specifically.
I do. Not a whole lot, but I've seen almost all the fucking episodes of this.
Yeah, I had to have seen it at some point. Let's see. Back to Zach Galligan. Anything else worth mentioning? Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth.
Was bad.
Yeah, we mentioned the Waxwork movies. He was in The Hitchhiker, the TV show, the Twilight Zone knockoff.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else really worth mentioning? Nope. His first episode was an ABC after-school special. I defy you to pronounce that last name. Greg Sarkaropoulos. Sarkaropoulos.
Scaropoulos. It's Scaropoulos.
Greg Scaropoulos.
Yeah.
The fuck was
That's
this
a
about?
fucking name.
A very delicate
Freak.
matter. Very delicate matter. I'm going to say this is about abortion. Oh, nope. Teenage girl is shocked when a former boyfriend tells her he has gonorrhea.
What?
Yeah. Not only does she get tested, she must tell her current boyfriend to get tested as well.
A treatable disease?
Yeah.
It was an after-school special. It's,
Yeah, but, like,
it's teens.
Hey,
It's like,
you know why your dick's been on fire lately?
this isn't like kids where it's AIDS or something,
yeah, but it's also 1982.
Oh, that's fair. Pre-AIDS.
This is back when it was everybody you kiss, you're kissing whoever they kissed.
That's what's fun about it.
There's a very frank conversation to be had there, and it's almost like we have a sound bite.
Oh, no. Which one?
The chode one.
Oh, my God.
By the way, I have a chode.
I didn't even think about it. Also,
I wore a lot of fluid in my college days. Yeah, that one.
also applicable.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Love that private dick.
Well, kids, don't get gonorrhea.
Yeah.
The
drip.
They call it the clap because they actually clapped your dick in between two fucking 2x4s to get the shit to shoot out.
That's nasty.
So nasty. Oh, anyway, he was in Seventh Heaven. One episode of that.
Seventh Heaven.
Yeah. Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Fuck that.
Star Trek Voyager. The Fuck Boat, The Next Wave, 1998. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. We were here already.
We've done this.
Yeah. Yeah.
We went all the way through.
We went all the way through his credits. Next up, Phoebe Cates. We talked about her also.
Cute as a button.
Yeah, absolutely adorable. She's probably most well known for Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, these movies as well. She was also in. I don't know where I'm going with that.
No,
I hear Art laughing again. Yeah, what's going on in chat?
Oh my god! So we were talking about movies that we unapologetically love. So Hellraiser 3 is garbage, and we unapologetically love it.
No, I don't.
Same with Critters 3. Fucking awful, but watch it whenever it's available. Critters 3 has a young Leo DiCaprio,
It was
which
his
I
first
pointed
movie.
out, young Leo before the fame and misogyny. We didn't know him then. Maybe the fame of Critters 3 went to his head. And that's when I started dying. That's what ruined him, is Critters 3.
That breakout role on Critters 3. I will say I saw a newer preview for Killers of the Flower Moon last night.
It looks so fucking good.
Cannot wait to see that. Why is it not coming out until October?
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see that movie like today.
Yeah.
It was like a much longer trailer. It looks so good.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see that
I haven't seen
movie.
the new trailer, but I will be watching it.
We're going to move right along. Next up, we have Howie Mandel, who we also talked about. He's the voice of Gizmo. I mean, he's probably most well known for being Howie Mandel, stand-up comic.
I think one of my favorite Howie Mandel moments is he was on the Howard Stern Show. And do you remember when you used to watch the Howard Stern Show on television? On E?
On E or on CBS on Saturday nights?
Yeah. So he was on one episode, and they brought in a guy who had just like an enormous schlong.
Right.
Okay, so like you do on the Howard Stern Show, and so the guy whips his dick out and he's like windmilling it, like it's cartoonish.
Yeah.
And then his segment is over and he leaves, and Howie Mandel goes, "He touched the doorknob.
Yeah.
I can't leave."
He is a famous over-the-top germaphobe.
Yeah.
There was a show they did on Comedy Central for a while that was fucking awesome. It was called, oh my God.
It was Kill the Fireworks Guy?
Yeah, I fucking hate that guy.
July 15th. Fuck yourself.
Yeah. Party's over, bro.
Yeah.
With the fireworks. Fuck yourself.
It's called I Can't Believe This Is Happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was stand-up comics. And every week they would just have instead of doing a comedy set, they would come out and tell a story.
Yeah.
It was about a certain theme. And he did one. Well, he came out and did one, but the show was set in a strip club. It wasn't like a comedy club where they did it from.
Yep.
It was a strip club, and he was all free. He actually stopped in the middle of his story to talk about how freaked out he was that there's a fucking stripper pole behind him with fingerprints on it and stuff. He's like look at it. He's like, I can see smudges and
That's not from fingers.
Yeah.
Snail trail.
Just grab it onto that pole with something else.
Yeah. This is not happening. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah. There were a lot of really good. Joey Diaz did one on there.
Yeah. There's a lot of great stories on that show.
I think Tom Segura did one. I think Joe Rogan did one.
Artie Lang did one talking about
Artie Lang
shitting
did-
his pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan Cummins did one.
Yeah.
That was really good. Oh, one of the most egregious self-referential things in this movie was the critique of Gremlins.
Oh, with Leonard Maltin. Yeah.
Come on. What? Why is that even in there?
That's one of the things I think you can cut in this movie and make it a better
100%.
movie. Again, I think any movie that we do on this show should be no more than 95 minutes. Really, that's
Realistically, yeah, unless
Yeah.
we're doing one that's more drama.
yeah.
When we did Bram Stoker's Dracula.
That I could see being a longer movie,
Yeah.
sure. But your average
Fucking
run-of-the-mill
Gremlins 2.
monster movie, 95 minutes. That's 90 minutes for the movie, 5 minutes for credits. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are talking. Oh, Howie Mandel.
Howie
Yeah,
Mandel.
we've done him before. He's most known for being Howie Mandel. He's the voice of Gizmo.
Mhm.
He did the voice in Bobby's World for however long that show was on.
Too long.
Yeah, which is a while. That used to be on again. I think I mentioned this last time. in my senior year of high school, I had senior lounge first like 2 periods of the day and like
Yeah.
last 2 periods of the day. The only reason like I had that was because I didn't have a license, so I couldn't just leave.
Yeah.
So like I would sit there for 2 periods and just watch TV and eat breakfast and on a couch in fucking in our senior lounge. And
Yeah.
Bobby's World and Samurai Pizza Cats were like the things that were always on when I was
Fucking
there. Yeah.
Samurai Pizza Cats. I mean, Bobby's World was fine, but it was, like a super little kid's cartoon. But
Yeah. I did not know until today that Tony Randall was the voice of the fucking brainy gremlin. He is, of course, most well known for being Felix Unger in The Odd Couple.
Mhm.
I think he did like a bunch of stuff on like Conan O'Brien.
fucking Travis Bickle.
Travis Bickle.
What?
Yeah, I think I've seen that before. Where like he was playing Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver, but it's Tony Randall.
That sounds insane.
It's 1996, so it's right in that sweet spot of like Conan O'Brien just doing weird shit on TV in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll move on. John Glover, who played Clamp. Was it Donald Clamp? Daniel Clamp.
Daniel.
Yeah. He's been in some good movies as well. Still in stuff. What is he most well known as? He was Lionel Luthor in Smallville, Lex Luthor's father.
Mm-hmm.
He was like in 145 episodes of that show.
That's too many episodes of that fucking show.
He was on Fear the Walking Dead recently. The Good Fight. He was in the first Shazam movie. The Good Wife he was on. The Blacklist. He was doing a lot of TV spots here and there. He was in Tron. All the recent Tron stuff. TV series, Evolution. He was on Heroes in 2009.
A lot of stuff that's just like 1 or 2 episodes, though.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those like, oh, that guy. Like you've definitely seen him somewhere before.
Yeah.
You might not know his name, but you have seen his face. He played the devil on that show Brimstone. That was the late 90s.
I don't know that I saw that.
I remember my dad watching that show. He liked it a lot.
Yeah.
He was in the movie Payback with Mel Gibson in 1999, which is a really good movie. He was the Riddler in the new Batman Adventures and the Batman animated series. He showed up as the Riddler in the Superman animated series as well.
Mm-hmm.
He was also Dr. Jason Woodrue in Batman and Robin, the live action movie, who is the Floronic Man in comics. But he was just Jason Woodrue in that movie. Again, the Riddler shows up. He is in the Mouth of Madness, 1994.
Perfection.
Awesome movie, yeah.
So good.
Such a good movie. Highly, highly recommend it. Sam Neill is awesome in it. It's very Lovecraftian, very testing the limits of sanity. Like it's crazy movie. So good.
Yep.
Highly recommend.
And there's a lot of people that have never seen it, and I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Like it's a great fucking movie. You got Sam Neill. It's a John Carpenter movie.
Yeah.
Fucking. It's Lovecraftian. Yeah. It's
We'll be doing some John Carpenter
one
next
of the
week.
rare good Lovecraftian movies.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that that's rare.
I would.
No. I mean, give me a really bad one.
Give me a good one.
The Thing, In the Mouth of Madness,
Void.
The Void. The
Yeah.
Void was fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm hearing 3. There's a lot of them.
Color Out of Space I thought was good.
Yep. Reanimator.
Reanimator.
Or are we talking ones that are Lovecraft-esque and not just
Lovecraft / Lovecraft ripoffs, not literal Lovecraft.
Yeah, the Necronomicon was good. That was kind of a short, like anthology movie. I'm trying to think of bad ones.
I don't know. I just don't have a lot of good experiences with Lovecraft stuff.
There's not a lot of prominent ones, I will say. Yeah.
And I will say, in defense of Lovecraftian movies, I was thinking strictly Cthulhu and like Elder God when I said that.
The only one I can
And
really
that's my
think
bad.
of that's like that would have been like Dagon, and Dagon sucked.
That's literally just came out. Dagon. It's not great, but I like it.
Yeah.
That's what Rob said.
He was in an episode of Tales from the Crypt, Undertaking, Parlor, 4 boys find out the local undertaker and a pharmacist are in cahoots to murder rich locals and profit from their funerals.
I don't know that I know that one.
I kind of remember that. And the kids get trapped in like the funeral home, I think. Oh, fucking Short Round was in it. He must have been one of the kids, I'm going to say. It would have been like 90 something, so he would have been like a teenager probably.
No, because this was 90 and he's a goddamn adult.
Well, Temple of Doom was what, 84? And he's Short Round in that? Like, so 6 years. He's probably a teenager. He's in Goonies in 86. He's still a kid in that.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, back to...
Is that the same guy?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else? There was a 1991 version of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. I did not know that.
Because it was a TV movie.
Yeah, that is a crazy fucking movie.
Yeah, it is.
He is in RoboCop 2 in 1990.
Blech.
The Hitchhiker TV show shows up again. He's in Scrooged in 1988. Man, I love that fucking movie. That is a really great Christmas movie. You've never seen Scrooged?
I have.
Oh, you were like looking at it like you didn't know what it was.
No, I was looking at the Chocolate War, and I was trying to remember if I watched that or read that book because I know it was a book.
Oh. Isn't that a fucking Roald Dahl book?
No. No, the Chocolate War. The one I'm thinking of is like, it's kids like trying. It's, you know how like you had those like school sales where you sell chocolates. It was like based on one of those things.
I thought it was a Roald Dahl book.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, because it didn't have any like weird shit in it.
Wasn't anything racist or weird in it. Yeah, no.
Yep, that's the one I was thinking of. I have read that.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything else? This man in 1986 and 1987 was in 2 episodes of Murder, She Wrote.
We don't have a thing for that, do we?
Well, fix it.
Yeah.
Produce one. That works.
We do have a new sound effect on the board this week.
Wait,
do we?
what one?
Oh, you'll find it.
Oh. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know why. There's just a 45.
I saw it there. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put this on the board. Yeah.
Fuck it.
I forgot what I got rid of for that. Oh, the slide whistle, I think.
Oh, you got rid of the slide whistle?
Yeah. We still have the boing spring, but not the slide whistle.
It's been recommended we have a flash graphic with a zombified Jessica Fletcher head.
Ooh.
I'm cool with that.
I like it.
We need someone to animate that for us.
Like it.
Mm-hmm. It's almost as if we have some artistic friends who are currently in the chat who might be
literally at least 2 that are currently active in the chat. Yeah.
Could maybe do
The
something
Incredible
like
Shrinking
that for
Woman.
us.
Is that the one with Lily Tomlin? Yes, I believe it is. Yep.
Great.
I watched that a lot when I was a kid. I have not seen that in a very long time. We are still on John Glover. That might be it.
That's it.
Yeah. He was in Annie Hall in 1977. I've never seen that movie. I want to see it just because like it's film like homework.
Yeah, just one of those like, I want to see it to say I saw it.
Yeah, I don't get Woody Allen at all. I don't understand the fascination. I don't enjoy his movies.
For me, like, his movies are in the same realm as the show Seinfeld for me, where there's really like nothing that happens, but it's revered just for what it is. It's not that I don't get Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I don't get why people love Seinfeld.
Like, I love fucking Seinfeld. Like,
but why?
Because I don't know, it's hilarious. It makes me laugh. Like,
not me.
Yeah.
Must be generational.
Anyway, we're gonna move on. Robert Prosky, we mentioned him. He plays the is it Uncle Frank or Grandpa Frank?
Grandpa Frank.
Grandpa Frank.
He's nobody's fucking grandpa though.
Yeah. He passed away in 2008. But before that, he was on a lot of stuff. ER, The Practice. He was in the movie Death Smoochie with Robin Williams.
That's a dark ass movie.
Yeah. That's 2002. Jesus. Let's see. He was in the Dudley Do-Right movie in 1999. Episode of Frasier in 96. He's in Dead Man Walking in 95 with Sean Penn and what's her name? Susan Sarandon. There we go.
Yeah.
I remember I had to watch that movie in high school. He was in the Scarlet Letter, the 90s steamy version with Demi Moore and Scary Oldman.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. He was in the 90s version of Miracle on 34th Street. He is in Mrs. Doubtfire in 1993. Rudy, also in 1993.
Fucking A, Rudy.
Also in 1993, Last Action Hero. He's the projectionist at the theater.
Yep.
He's in the movie Hoffa with Jack Nicholson, 92. He's in an episode of Cheers. I believe he's Rebecca's father in that episode. That was 1992. 2 episodes of Coach. Gremlins 2, which of course we are currently talking about. He's in The Great Outdoors in 1998. Fucking
Amazing.
Classic John Candy and Dan
Amazing.
Aykroyd movie. And again, in 1987, he is in Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, farts.
That's got to be the Murder, She Wrote thing from now on.
I think you gotta flip them.
So farts, so shots and then farts. Got it.
Run it through for me.
Oh my god! All right, here we go. All I know is I was in the midst of typing a response on the chat, and I was like, "No, I heard it. They did it."
He's in The Natural in 1984, the Robert Redford baseball movie. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, he's in Thief in 1981 with James Caan. Fucking great movie. That is a movie I did not see until pandemic.
I don't know that I've ever even heard of it.
It was one of those ones like I've got to cross that off my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, like James Caan is like he's like a just like your average like 2-bit thief basically. Like he's just a guy that like when they're like the mob is like planning a hit, they call in on a hit like a heist.
Yeah.
They call him in. We just need a guy to steal some stuff. Like
This is like a specialist.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really fucking good movie. I highly recommend it. His first movie, 1970. Oh, it's TV movie, 1971. They've Killed President Lincoln. We're gonna move right on.
Yeah.
Next up, Robert Picardo. We mentioned him earlier. Like just a character actor who is in a ton of shit.
One of my favorite Star Trek doctors.
He is just the Doctor. He was in like a lot of Star Trek stuff.
There he is.
All right, there we go. Wouldn't be a show without Donner screaming and
Connor's
yelling.
made his presence.
He was in 3 episodes of the recent Flash TV series. Thank you, buddy. He is in the Quantum Leap reboot currently on NBC.
Wait.
I won't watch it.
There is it exists.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the original, but I'll probably check it out.
Okay, buddy.
Hey.
Cool. He was on an episode of that show Mythic Quest in 2022. Donner, go lay in your chair, buddy. He was in Confess Fletch in 2022. I just watched that movie on a plane. Actually, a fucking really good movie.
Really?
Yeah, they tried to reboot the Fletch series with John Hamm as Fletch. It was good.
Wasn't Fletch like a book series?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this hews like more to the books than like the Chevy Chase stuff did.
Yeah.
But it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Let's see. Moving on. Robert Picardo.
Donner's a fan of Robert Picardo.
Yeah.
That's what we just.
He is in 2 episodes of The Orville. He's in The Phantom Menace. Not the George Lucas movie, just something called The Phantom Menace from 2018.
That's weird.
Why would you call something that you're doing The Phantom Menace? There's already...
In 2018.
Yeah, famously a Phantom Menace. Like,
I don't know. It depends on what it is. Is it like a Star Wars related thing?
I doubt it. It looks,
I mean, the font.
he plays himself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The day after suffering a miscarriage, a young couple attend their local Comic-Con.
Oh, that's probably not miserable.
Yeah, that's the real upbeat sounding.
Before you mentioned that, Rob said, "Let's name this after something disappointing."
Well, I guess that
Double
ties
up
in
on
with the
that.
miscarriage
Yeah.
theme. Like, yeah.
Like, let's double up on that. Not to make light of a very serious topic. The Phantom Menace blows.
We were making light of a very serious topic.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Yeah, but you missed my punchline.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let's see. Still on Robert Picardo.
Shockingly.
He was Harvey Dent in a Justice League action. I don't remember that one. TV series. He's in an episode of Lucifer. He was in Hail Caesar, the Coen Brothers movie in 2016.
Such a disappointment.
Yeah, that was not
Like,
one of their better movies.
All the trailers looked amazing for that.
I mean, you think the Coen Brothers, like 50s Hollywood, like that's a fucking
All the
formula.
people that are in it,
Oh, can we get Donner on the Nick cam right now?
just like
Hold on.
going to town on his ear.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
getting-
he's there. He's on it.
getting all up in there. You're on TV, buddy.
They've never seen him before. This is a good first.
They've seen like a brown blur like run by and knock over the
Wow,
lights.
they have an inside-out ear and everything's going on. All right.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
That drives me insane.
Yeah, you go. Smile, buddy. You're on TV.
Donner Cam.
You're on
Yeah.
candid camera.
I guess we can do Chris Cam because Nick is in it.
Yeah.
Why not? Until it freezes, anyway.
Yeah.
No, just Nick Cam freezes.
We mentioned Star Trek. He is in quite
Get
a...
off the wire, you menace.
Yeah. He hasn't knocked over a light yet today. He's due. Go lay in your chair,
Yep.
buddy.
Wait, there he goes.
Yeah.
Donner, get over here.
Go lay in your chair. Good boy.
He actually is fine as long as I'm petting him.
I mean,
Don't-
everybody's fine when they're getting a little heavy pet. So.
Blink. Oh, I was like, is that the Cum Dungeon movie? No, it's Don't Breathe.
Excuse me.
You've never seen Don't Breathe, the Cum Dungeon movie?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But
The cum.
when you just say cum dungeon, I don't know what you mean.
It's a hell of a subtitle.
However, I do need to see the second one.
Yeah. I remember. Like, I think I dug it. I know I've seen it. But they try to like make a hero out of the guy who operates a cum dungeon in the fucking first movie. Like
Yeah.
it's a literal cum dungeon. He has a woman captive
Not a good
that he's
person.
trying to impregnate.
Oh, held
Weird.
message for a reason. Hold on.
Oh,
Somebody
said
said we stop.
Somebody said a bold
I
word.
gotta say allow. It is that the cum dungeon movie needs to be a sticker.
is that the cum dungeon movie?
Write that down.
Write it down.
Oh, I think that just became a sticker.
Is that the cum dungeon movie?
Yuck.
Ugh.
Big dumb monsters. We're okay with the word dildo.
Is that the cum dungeon movie? He was in Atlas Shrugged too.
Why would they make a sequel to that?
I was just thinking.
Why did they
I
make
thought
the
you
first
said
one?
Two, T-O-O.
No.
The heavy sigh was even clearer.
Yeah. I'm not going to mention anything about that. We'll move on. We're still talking about Robert Ricardo. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And you've been scrolling for like 10 minutes. We're
We're only in
2009.
2010.
Skipping things.
He was in an episode of Justified. We're finally getting to that Star Trek Doctor credit. Like,
Yeah, but that was
it's not even the main one.
that was Star
yeah.
Trek Online, which that game is bad.
He was in an episode of Chuck. He was in 26 episodes of Stargate Atlantis, 2 episodes of Smallville, a couple of flavors of CSI, I think, have shown up. Stargate SG-1, he shows up in for 7 episodes.
By the way, I'm almost positive that he's wearing a rug in this movie
Oh, yeah.
because he is fucking bald by like 1994.
He's the voice of Amazo in like a couple of different Justice League cartoons. Looney Tunes Back in Action shows up again. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Donna Screaming and Yelling. Cow and
Yep.
Chicken. The 90s revival of The Outer Limits. Small Soldiers. This dude is like everywhere. Star Trek shows up again. Star Trek First Contact. He shows up in Dumb and Dumber, the TV series.
Oof. Was it the cartoon?
Yes, the Saturday morning cartoon. He's in The Pagemaster in 1994.
That was a fun movie.
Never saw that. I was 15 when that came out, so I aged out. He's in Wagons East, also in 1994. He's in Revenge of the Nerds 4. I
Nerds
think
in
it was a
Love.
TV movie. Yeah, TV movie.
Yeah.
I don't
Bad.
even know if I've seen 4.
Yeah, it was,
really bad.
it was like a Fox TV movie.
Ooh.
I don't watch anything past 2. Even 2 is fucking stretch.
Yeah,
I actually
yeah.
don't even know if I've seen 3, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. It
3 was
not
the one at
great.
the beach, wasn't it?
No, it was 2.
Was 2 was at the resort?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 might have been a TV movie also.
Oh no, 3 was not a TV movie. 3 was their kids. It was like the next generation. Kind of
yeah, I
thing.
think you're right.
Yeah.
He also shows up in an episode of Tales from the Crypt, Till Death Do We Part. I do remember this one, I believe. No, I'm sorry, not this one. There's another one that shows up. A young gigolo and a husband. Excuse me. It took me a couple times to read this over and make sense of it. A young gigolo and husband of a female mobster begins an affair with a nightclub waitress, and the two plots. I'm reading that as it is, and the two plots to overthrow the gangster.
That whoever wrote that,
Yeah,
needs to go back to school, and that has John Stamos in it.
yeah. I like because it sounds like they're talking about three different people there.
Yeah.
A young gigolo and a husband of a female mobster. Like, yeah, no. He's the same person.
Yeah.
Back to Robert Picardo. Shows up in a couple episodes of Home Improvement. Shows up in The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Hell yeah.
Also shows up in an episode of Batman the Animated Series. Also in the movie Matinee. He shows up in 3 episodes of the TV series Dinosaurs.
I miss how fucking crazy television used to be.
Yeah. Just let's put a live action show about dinosaurs. Like,
Yeah.
It's basically the Flintstones. Like,
Yeah, it's Flintstones, it's Roseanne, it's like the Honeymooners.
yeah.
I guess it's
People in
it's
dinosaur suits.
a
Like,
little closer to Married with Children than you might think.
yeah. Yeah. I like Family Guy-ish.
Yeah. I mean, they're all basically the same fucking show.
Yeah.
Just the details are different.
He was Coach Cutlip in 14 episodes of The Wonder Years. He shows up. He's the voice of
Johnny Cab.
Johnny Cab in Total
Yeah.
Recall. He's also in The Burbs. 976 Evil he shows
That
up in.
movie's so bad. You ever watch that?
No, I have not. What's his
Holy
name
shit.
was in it? The dude who plays Evil Ed.
Yeah.
Anything else worth mentioning? Man Who Fell to Earth, 1987, 21 Jump Street. He's in Munchies. He's in Back to School, 1986. You can go for one of those appetizer sandwiches
Appetizer
right
sandwich,
now. Yeah,
or-
it's so good. Shows up in an episode of The Golden Girls. He's in Legend in 1985. That's a fucking... I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I don't
It's
know if it
fucking
holds up.
cuckoo.
Yeah.
It does and it doesn't. Like, it depends on what kind of mood you're in.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, like, cheesy kind of sword and sorcery movie,
That's your jam.
Yeah, it's
right
fine.
there, Yeah. Let's
fucking,
see.
again, Tim Curry.
Yeah,
fucking-
Tim Curry is a big demonic-looking, devilish-looking demon.
What the hell they call him in that?
He's just like the evil one or something like that, isn't he? Like,
no. He's got kind of a name. It's something like that. But
hold on, let's see. Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in Robot Chicken they call him Big Horn Guy. Or maybe that was Family Guy.
He is in The Howling in 1981.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it there. Next up, Christopher Lee, who we have talked about at length on one of our lost episodes, the Dracula Horror Hammer one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
Horror of Dracula, something fucked up.
Was that our first?
That
one
was
we
our
were trying
first
to stream?
streaming. Yeah. And everything just
So
shat
do
the
it
bed.
again.
It's,
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't redo the magic.
Magic in a bottle, man. Like, you can't recapture that shit.
Yep.
We won't go too far into him because he is just Christopher Lee. You know him. He's Saruman. He's Dracula.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome. We will move on. Haviland Morris. She played Marla. I mentioned she was in 16 Candles. What other things of note has she been in? She's currently in the new Gremlins cartoon series, doing a voice there.
As a different character.
Yeah. The Good Wife, she shows up on As the World Turns, 3 episodes, Law and Order, Criminal Intent. The Baxter, isn't that like a movie with the guys from the state? I think a couple of them, like one of them directed it, and like a bunch of them are in it.
I don't know, but a lot of this TV that she's on is like middle-aged wine mom television.
Yeah, Law and Order Special Victims Unit, One Life to Live. She was in 74 episodes of that. Wow. She's the voice of Michelle Payne in the original Max Payne video game.
That's a great
Homicide.
fucking game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Wasn't that the first one with bullet time?
Yes, yeah, we could like slow things down.
I don't know if it was the first one with it, but it was definitely the most prominent.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it was the first one. Homicide, Life on the Street, Sex in the City, original flavor, Law and Order.
Mhm.
She is in Home Alone 3.
Ew.
Yeah. Diagnosis murder, so she is helping old people solve murders. She's in Tales from the Dark Side in the 80s, in one episode of that. Family Ties. And of course, I mentioned 16 Candles. That was her second role. Up next, we have Dick Miller, another like legendary character actor in this
Hell
movie.
yeah.
We have mentioned him several times before. He's in the Terminator. He is in the first Gremlins. You know Dick Miller. He's Mr. Futterman in these movies.
Yeah.
He's just that guy who's just, you know him because he talks like this. You know him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He's a grumpy old New York dude.
Yeah. Moving right along, Jackie Joseph was Mrs. Futterman. There's a reason I saved her.
Bank Bank.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
She did some voices in a pup named Scooby
That
Doo.
that could be why right there.
Yeah, that's why.
There's probably also a 1960s credit that is relevant.
Yeah, I believe so. She was in an episode of Full House, Police Academy. She's in 2 of the Police Academy movies. But in 1985, she is in Murder, She Wrote.
Oh.
That doesn't make any sense.
But it
doesn't
so
have
perfect.
to.
Yeah.
We need
I'll
like a
get a better-
typewriter. Typewriter.
I know, but that's what I have available.
I understand.
It's somebody getting murdered and shitting themselves when they die. What's not to understand?
The bells release.
Yeah, switch the fart with a typewriter, though, and I think we got something. You know? Listen, I'm responding to the chat and drinking terrible gin. What do you want from me?
What, you got gin over there?
Yeah, it's just disgusting. You want it?
Yeah.
Pass that over to Nick.
What is it?
It's gin.
No, I understand. It's
Looks
fucking
like
gin.
somebody mixed it up in their fucking bathtub. Like,
It's from Flaviar, my
Yeah,
liquor club.
But why is it?
it's like urine
Yeah,
specimen.
why is it piss colored?
That's what it comes in, okay? If I
Who
had
came in it?
I've never seen gin that wasn't white, like clear.
I could tell you more about it if I had the little cards that came with it, but I don't.
This is the reason I saved her. She's the voice of Melody in
Oh,
the
that
original.
smells awful.
Ooh.
Thank you. That's what I thought.
Did they? I bet you that this got put into a whiskey barrel
Explain the color.
and some of the smell.
It's probably, aged in a different thing.
Yeah, fuck all that.
And I'm gonna drink it if you're not gonna drink it.
Shut your mouth.
She's the voice of Melody in the original Josie and the Pussycats cartoons and the ones in outer space. That's why I saved her.
But keep going.
Oh, there's more?
Yeah. Keep going.
Hogan's Heroes, McHale's Navy,
That's awesome.
F Troop, Wild Wild West, Dick Van Dyke Show, Danny Thomas,
Uh-huh.
Andy Griffith, Danny Kaye,
Uh-huh.
Bob Newhart Show, Little Shop of Horrors.
There it is.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, the original Little Shop of Horrors, 1960. Playboy Penthouse, 1959. God damn. She's in King Creole with Elvis in 1958. That was her second role. Geni Watanabe, he's the not at all racist, not at all stereotype Japanese tourist in this movie who is constantly taking pictures. He is, of course, probably most well known as
Yeah,
being...
you got him mixed up with the other guy.
We were talking about Lee Hui Kwan earlier. I didn't get him mixed up. He is fucking Short Round and Data.
Yeah, but you were also saying it was him.
No, I wasn't talking about him.
Then why would he have come up?
Because we mentioned there's 2 people from 16 Candles in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said, yeah, there was, what's her name? The woman who played the girlfriend, and then him. He's the other guy from 16 Candles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So then why were you talking about Short Round?
because he was in something with somebody else. He was in another movie that we were looking at. I'm like, oh, he was in this also.
Oh, then I misunderstood what you were talking about.
Yeah,
'Cause
no.
I thought you were saying that the guy from 16 Candles was Short Round. And I was like, no.
No. No, he came up separately. He was just in somebody else's credits that
Okay.
that I noticed. I don't know.
Confusion solved then.
Yeah. He has also been in a ton of fucking movies, though. Notable movies. Trying to get through some of the recent stuff. He was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, 2008. a lot of voice work. Family Guy, Kim Possible, Kingdom Hearts. He was in an episode. Not Modern Family. Okay, nope. Gonna keep moving.
Model Family.
Yeah, he was in Two for the Money in 2005. That's actually a pretty decent movie.
Yeah.
Al Pacino and Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey is like this dude who like he runs like a sports like betting like tip line.
Yeah.
And like Al Pacino like hires him to like move to like a bigger like operation, and like it was a pretty good movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. More Scooby-Doo shows up. Jackie Chan Adventures, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Batman Beyond. 2 episodes of Rugrats. 2 episodes of The Simpsons. Home Improvement shows up quite a bit.
Yeah.
This tonight. He's in Armageddon in 1998.
Oh, weird. Playing an Asian tourist.
Mulan, 1998 also. The Weird Al Show, 1997. An episode of Seinfeld, 96. He's in That Thing You Do in 1996 also. Yeah, we're going to move on. He's in Gung Ho, too. That's right. Also another 80s classic comedy.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah. And the last person I have is Don and Dan Stanton. They're the 2 twin doctors there with Christopher Lee. I saved them because they're both in Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah, one played the guard, and the other one was like the T-1000.
The T-1000 turns into him, and that's actually not a like special effects shot where he turns around and he's staring at himself. No, it's the 2 of them, 2 twin brothers playing in that shot. That's the only reason I saved them.
Yeah, shit.
And that will do it for the Better Known As. How's the chat going back there?
Oh, it's
Popping
going.
off, as they say.
We've been offered, we've been offered some mead for a Candyman watch party.
Oh, all right.
I don't remember the tie-in.
Who offered that up?
That was Rob.
All right.
And
because it's honey and there's bees.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
That was
we could do the new one. We
Yeah.
did talk about the new one. But we didn't like specifically dedicate the episode to it.
I've been accused of dedicating this episode to stickers because I keep quoting you guys. Misquoting you guys.
Is that the Cum Dungeon movie?
Yeah. Dick, BDM.
Yeah.
And then we love the schlock, BDM. That was in reference to somebody saying, I haven't seen the new one about Candyman, but you could just...
Oh, the new one's fucking awesome.
Just watch the first one, unless you love schlock, other than the new one, about the classics. And I said, we love the schlock.
I think it was episode
BDM. 4
for us, the first Candyman.
Yeah, it was like really early, 4 or 5, something like that.
Well, then we'll do a new Candyman episode, and we're going to get meat out of it, so...
Excellent.
Yeah, that movie fucking rules.
My wife has seen no Candymans, so...
Oh, wow.
That's not okay.
Well, Rob said, fly a black flag, and I said, as a public figure, I do not know what you mean. Elsewise, yo-ho, yo-ho.
Yar.
That's what Emily said, yar.
All right, move on to the crapshoot.
To the crapshoot.
There it is.
Producing his ass off back there, folks.
Hey, listen, I try.
Oh, man. Definitely. Oh, we mentioned something we wanted to talk about last week at our like very, 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 very late after party. I was like, oh crap, I forgot I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah.
The end of The Bear was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
The
Spoiler alert.
yeah, we'll definitely throw some spoilers down. The specifically for me, the character development that they fucking put into Richie.
Yeah.
Those, last 3 episodes,
He becomes like a human.
yeah, well, he becomes like his fucking self-actualized self,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, there's that episode where he goes off to the fancy restaurant and learns how to fucking do his job.
Finds his purpose.
Yeah, just that end where he's fucking jamming along to a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just fucking overjoyed because he has found what he loves to do.
But that's the thing is I love the character of Richie through season 1 and season 2 because he's your lovable schmuck.
Yeah, he's the mook that everybody knows. Yeah,
And then he evolves beyond that. That's what I'm loving about the show right now. Is everybody starts as kind of a stereotype.
Yeah.
And then they more or less move on to being a real person.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
But, oh man, that show is so. And then the scene where they're like Sugar and his mom and Carmi's mom shows up, but won't go in.
Yeah.
And the brother-in-law is like, just go in. Like he just doesn't get that. Like she's trying to tell him like, I can't do that. Like she's trying to tell him like, I can't not be the focus of attention, basically, and it's breaking her heart. She knows it. Like and like he's just like, no, just go in. Like
she doesn't want because she doesn't want to steal the moment. From them, and she knows that if she goes in there, she's gonna cause a scene. She knows that she's going to draw attention away from them. It's their night.
Yeah, and like when he finally does get it, and he's at the table, like trying not to fucking cry his eyes out, like telling his wife, like, you know, oh yeah, everything's fine. Like,
your mom is here, but she knows she can't be here.
Yeah.
It's really impactful.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really fucking well-written show.
Such a good show. I cannot recommend. Like, I'm ready to watch it again now. Like, now that it's over, I've watched, like, because I watched the first season, like, right before it came back.
Yeah.
But I want to watch the whole thing now, like, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I
just take in the full arc.
Yeah.
I do like it. I wish there was a little more... I would have liked, like, 1 or 2 more episodes, I think, in that season.
Yeah, I wanted more action, like, with the restaurant. More of that story. Of, like, the restaurant open and running.
Just, like, really, like, just complete it a little bit more. I understand what they're doing, you know, like... You're going to want to stick around and watch season 3, which I still do. Like, the way they ended it, it's fine. I want to watch more. If they put a little more of the restaurant, like, completed into it, I would still be just as involved, but I would have had a little more resolution. You know what I mean? Like, it's...
Another thing I mentioned that I really loved was that episode where what's his name? I forget his character's name, but he goes to like Denmark or whatever.
Yeah.
To learn how to like bake from the one dude, from the guy from Adam Warlock, fucking.
Yeah.
and he's telling him the story about like how he got into cooking. He's like, oh, you know, I worked at this restaurant, and like, you know, this one day this guy started working there, and like I just wanted to keep up with him, and like I just tried as hard as I could, and I couldn't keep up with him. Like, you know, he was just so good. And then, like 2 or 3 episodes later,
you find out
he's talking about Carmi. Yeah, you see the picture of the two of them. Like, yeah. That I thought was like, holy fuck. That was
that whole segment I liked because it takes a lot of the tension off of, like, oh, what the fuck is his name?
Yeah, I feel so bad that I can't remember his name. He's one of the better characters I think in the show. Yeah.
The guy that he's on as like the baker. Because, like, when he's in the restaurant, it's just, like, he feels like he can never keep up, and he's always under this pressure, and the stuff with his mom is going on. But when he's over there, he's just finding his joy.
Yeah, because he's free of all that stuff. He doesn't have to worry about it while he's there.
You like seeing that because, like, he's free. Like, he's just able to express himself and learn the way he wants to learn and not under all this, like, crazy pressure.
Yeah.
It's just fucking good.
Such a good show.
How about that fucking Godzilla -1?
Yes, that's what we have. Oh, man. I can't wait.
I know.
I love the design of Godzilla. I love the fact that this movie is set in post-war Japan.
The only thing I don't like is it feels like another reboot. Because I'm pretty sure that's what it is supposed to be, is a reboot of Godzilla.
Yeah.
Which,
whatever.
We've had one already.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, I mean, like, we just had Shin Godzilla, which is like a reboot, but like, it's a different setting. Like, I don't know, I like it. I'm here for it.
Oh, I'm not trying to bash on it at all. But I think they instead of doing another reboot, they could have done something new and special.
Yeah,
but I'm still fucking crazy excited to see it.
Yeah, hell yeah!
It hits America on my birthday,
and the prequel Oppenheimer comes out this week.
Have you seen the picture of the fucking reel?
It's 11 miles long.
It's fucking crazy.
It is enormous. Yeah, they keep showing pictures of
it barely fits on the fucking
film platter. And yeah.
I have a very important question from the chat.
Oh, let's hear it.
What is the BDM official position on Return of the Living Dead reboot being the foundation for a Living Dead universe a la the MCU?
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
That's not a thing that's happening?
Is that real?
I don't know.
Or is that a speculative...
The question was asked, and I thought it was important enough to bring up.
Who asked that?
I don't like it.
Rob. Who else would ask
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Google it is all he says. That's bullshit.
No, sir.
Leave
Do
that.
your
I don't
own
like it.
research.
Leave that movie the fuck alone.
Yeah.
That's
so we're
the
gonna
thing
go
that
to a
doesn't.
Return of the Living Dead reboot, and that's gonna launch a universe.
Light.
No, there does not need to be a remake of Return of the Living Dead. Like it
Nor
doesn't
does
need
that
to happen.
need to launch the universe.
That is horrible. I don't need a
that
shared universe.
I
Yeah.
don't need that universe.
What exists of that universe is the universe. We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or make a new movie in it or whatever.
Yes,
but-
set a new movie in that universe. I don't want that movie is.
Return of the Living Dead is a moment in time. That is a snapshot.
I
It
feel
is-
like that was the answer, right?
That is a
The
like,
answer was fuck that.
Yeah,
a
fuck
perfect '80s horror movie in my fucking
Yes.
opinion.
That. Oh yeah.
I don't need that I don't need it touched at all.
I have a question for you. Do you want to party?
Because it's party time. Oh man, I fucking love that movie, and like, yeah, I don't want to
so
reboot. I don't want a shared universe.
I don't want
like,
anything with it. Leave it the
yeah.
fuck alone.
Yeah, nah.
Reboot some stuff that's like trash, like really, really trash. That like they could have made awesome, but didn't have the funds, or they didn't. I don't know, have the proper technology to do it. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't know, like fuck that, fuck that. Let's
Let's
talk about Godzilla some more.
Yeah, I really love the design of that monster.
Yeah, it's
New looking one.
It's familiar, but it's a little
Changed
different,
just enough. Yeah.
It's not as drastic of a new monster as Shin Godzilla was. Realistically, I was hoping that the new Godzilla was going to be a sequel to Shin Godzilla.
Yeah,
Because the way that left off, and you saw like the evolution, like with the like people all over the fucking back of it.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to see where that picked up. But yeah, new stuff, I'm cool with it.
Let's see. I saw the new Mission Impossible last night. Say what you will about Tom Cruise, that man can fucking craft a spectacle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing though. Like, what was the last thing he was in that wasn't like a blockbuster action movie?
Yeah. When was the last time he was in like a quiet like drama? Like yeah. But yeah, like I am not like I know I've seen all of these movies, but I in no way remember the lore of them or like the still overarching story. Like
Yeah.
there was a lot of like, oh yeah, I remember that person from like being in another movie. And,
Right.
Like, that person was definitely in another one of these. So like, you know, I don't have the full story, but I enjoyed the hell out of the fucking movie anyway. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's pretty self-contained. Like,
Well, because you're watching it for the spectacle, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. The action sequences are amazing. There's a car chase through Rome that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
There is like a train action sequence in the end that's really awesome. Like, and can make a really, really awesome like blockbuster, like action movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like I appreciate those. They're just not. I don't know. It's just not what I want anymore.
Yeah, like it. As I'm watching it, like I'm like, why am I not more into these movies? Like they're fucking awesome. Like you got Simon Pegg in them. Like Ving
Yeah.
Rhames is awesome. Like
Yeah, it's a spectacle, but
Yeah.
like, all right.
and it's like, you know, substance that I really dig. It's like James Bond type of stuff. It's doing James Bond better than like the James Bond movies are now.
Yeah.
But they're still just like not really on my radar that much, you know?
Yeah.
So it's weird, but they're really, really good. They somehow keep getting better too as the franchise goes on.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I think I stopped watching them at like 3.
Yeah.
And
I would say you've missed the best ones.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go back. I don't. It's just. I'm never in the mood for like a fucking crazy action movie anymore.
Yeah, that I can see also. But it's of that movie that we don't get anymore. Like just that big dumb action movie. Like, you know,
Yeah.
So like, you know,
Well, realistically, you get them, but it's Mission Impossible or it's Fast and Furious. Like that's
well, yeah,
really
it's which
kinda
flavor
your
of
only-
it do you want? Yeah.
your kind of two options these days.
Yeah, yeah. So we have like The Rock. You know, he does movies like that. Oh yeah, like what, like Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What are they, 11?
Yes, 10 main ones, and then you have Hobbs and Shaw.
I'm good. I'm good on that. Watched Mask of the Phantasm last night. That was a fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fucking Batman Land. There was something else I wanted to talk about that I had recently watched.
Yeah, I know we're gonna forget and like remember 10 things like after the second we're done with the show.
No, we're gonna click stop, and then it's like, oh yeah, that thing. Let's see. Just been plugging along on Diablo 4. Just hit level 30.
Yeah, I haven't played much games. I played some Zelda this week, but that's really about it.
Yeah. I know I watched something in the past couple of days. You know what I watched? We're All Going to the World's Fair.
What's that?
It's like a weird kind of suspensey horror movie on HBO.
Yeah,
the cover is like a girl with like glow in the dark paint on her face, and she's holding up like a fake eye. Let me put it to you like this: I appreciate a slow burn.
Too slow?
There has to be a burn.
Yeah.
Like it's all slow and nothing really happens.
Got it.
Like it's like this this girl winds up playing this like online game. It's like a role playing like text based thing, and you find all these videos and stuff. It's not like an actual like game that you play. It's like a like solve the mystery kind of thing. So all this kind of weird stuff keeps happening, and she's like taking all these videos of herself doing this stuff, but like nothing happens with it. She winds up talking to this guy, and he's got a bunch of information about the game and all this shit that's happening, but like it's just a series of weird videos that she's watching, and then she winds up doing some weird shit.
All right.
But nothing resolves.
Yeah.
There's no moment
just
where
wasting time basically.
There's no moment where you're like, oh, this is fucking crazy. It's just like she does some things, he does some things, she goes a little nuts, and then she gets therapy at the end.
All right.
That's it. Movie's over. And I felt like I fucking wasted an hour and a half of my life. Was not pleased.
Been keeping up with Strange New Worlds, although I haven't watched the newest ep.
Mm-hmm.
Digging the new season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, like nothing really huge has been happening. Like the couple of trailers that have come out for new stuff. Is exciting.
There's a new trailer out for Voyage of the Demeter, Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Oh, a new one?
Yeah. I cannot wait.
The first
to see
one
that.
looked sick as shit.
Yeah.
It looks good.
They show in this one like it's only like a second long, but you get a more clear well, still a little obscured, but a better look, I would say, at what the Dracula like creature looks like.
Yeah.
And like the body is very like way more bat-like than I thought.
No shit.
Yeah, it looks really crazy. I'm hyped to see this movie.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
When does that come out?
I think like
It's
next
gotta be
month.
soon, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's August. Pretty sure.
I'm gonna have to go to the fucking theaters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I don't do.
We
Like
should probably do an episode for that, I would say.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm down with that. There's gonna be no trivia on it.
Yeah. No. Anything else worth mentioning?
No.
Video games, TV, movies.
No, I haven't really seen anything announced that's new that I'm really excited for.
Besides -1.
Well, yeah, but that I haven't talked about yet. That's pretty much it.
Might be a good place to wrap it up. Anything in chat before we head out?
Oh God, people want a Stephen King-averse, and they talked about how all of his books kind of do that already, but it kind of gets dropped in the adaptations, all the tie-ins and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned I'd like a Xanthaverse.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, I mean, there is kind of a Stephen King verse in Castle Rock.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily tie everything in, but yeah. It ties a lot.
Yeah. That's about it. They could have definitely done it in the Dark Tower, but they dropped the ball on that.
Fucked it up.
Yeah.
I keep hearing that they're still going to do a show. Which a show would be fucking badass, but
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll find a way to fuck that all up.
terribly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be the place to get out.
That's it. We're done here.
I think we're wrapping up, folks.
We're done. All right. So As always, our website is www.bigdumbmonsterspodcast.com. If you have something you want to email us, suggestions for the show, beer suggestions, movie suggestions, hell, if you got an idea for a segment for the show, something like that, or criticism for the show, go for it. Email us at bigdumbmonsters@gmail.com. We are on Facebook, Big Dumb Monsters Pod. We are on Slasher, the all horror social network. We are Big Dumb Monsters Podcast there. They just recently did an update, so everything's a little buggy, but better than it was before. The user interface is a little better. And occasionally we're on Steam. You can find us Big Dumb Monsters Podcast.
We are also on Instagram at big_dumb_monsters. We are now on Threads also at big_dumb_monsters. You can come check out our YouTube channel. Our handle is at Big Dumb Monsters. Be sure to subscribe, like some videos while you're there. You can also come check out our merch store at TeePublic. Come get some stuff there, t-shirts, tapestries, whatever you want, stickers, cups. We got
to
you.
inspect the tapestries.
This is a castle. You must have some tapestries.
We have problems.
Yeah. But we're going to get out of here. Before we do that, we have some words of wisdom.
Never let ghoulies eat your ass.
And never sleep in a deathbed.
That's it. Bye-bye.